Chosen as Dickie Delacroix, Davy Hutchinson, Schoolmaster, Old Man Warner, and various bits of Mr. Martin as well. Also happy to turn over the podium to my esteemed narrator, Mr. Peter Andrews.
Okay, not good.
The lottery.
She's novelist and short story writer, master of the sunny mood that turns to terror in a single sentence. But the statements are not dark for the sake of darkness, rather for the bitter truth that's in them. Tonight, one of the most dramatic and horrifying of the Shirley Jackson stories, The Lottery by Shirley Jackson.
Floyd, Floyd, Floyd! Floyd Summers, you get up out of that
What?
bed.
Huh? What?
Get up out of that bed.
Well, it ain't 7 yet.
Of course it ain't.
Oh.
Now you get up, you hear? It's lottery day.
Now, Dickie, you eat your cereal.
I don't want no more, Ma.
You eat up your cereal because you ain't gonna have nothing but sandwiches till supper.
Sandwiches?
You heard me. I'm not gonna cook no 3 hot meals on lottery day.
All right, Davy. That's enough for the chickens.
Shoot.
Come on now. We got to fork hay down for the cows. We won't be back all day.
Is Ma coming too?
Oh,
Just like Sunday for church.
yeah, that's right. All folks on the town line will be in today for the lottery.
I can't find my collar stud. Who took my collar stud?
Now, just don't fret, grandsire. It's around here somewhere.
If I can't find my collar stud, I ain't going. 77 lotteries I've been to, never missed a one. Laura, you find my collar stud, you hear?
The morning of June 27th was clear and sunny with the fresh warmth of a full summer day. The flowers were blossoming and the grass on the town green in front of the bandstand was a nice warm summer green. The folks in the village and the farmers inside the township line began to gather in the square between the post office and the bank by about 10 o'clock. School was out for the summer and the kids came in early to chase around the board sidewalks the way kids will. Bobby Martin and Harry Jones were sitting in front of the post office swapping stones. Bobby had his pockets full already. Nice, smooth, round ones. The girls stood aside, talking amongst themselves and looking over their shoulders at the boys, and the very small children rolled in the dust and clung to the hands of their older brothers and sisters.
Morning, John.
Yeah, morning, Mr. Summers.
Nice day for the lottery, ain't it?
Yeah.
Had rained yesterday up to the North Village. They got to start the lottery a day ahead to get it done. 200 families.
That right?
Uh-huh. Gotta hustle to get the lottery over with up there. Won't take us more than maybe a couple hours.
Yeah, well, it seems longer.
Well, that's the way it is with the lottery. I was talking it over with Mrs. Summers. It's the suspense that makes time go slow.
Yeah, well, not slow enough.
You draw this year, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's the rule, all right. Stranger in town. Draws his second year.
Morning, Mr. Summers. John.
Ma'am?
Mm-hmm. Morning, Mrs. Delacroix. In early, I see.
Well, I don't get up to the village often. George don't like to leave the stump. You going to have the store open after?
Most likely. Didn't used to get done.
Well, you got to be modern, I always say. Excuse me, won't you? Marcus has just got in. It's a nice day for it, though. You can say that for a fact.
Now, can't you go any faster, Pa? We'll miss everything.
Oh, don't worry, Davy. We'll get there in plenty of time.
I want to go into the summer store after to get some patterns. Elsie Dunbar told me they got some new ones in for short-waisted figures.
Let's not talk about it, Tessie.
What do you mean? I've got that flowered stuff left over from last year. And if I can get a good pattern...
I don't want to talk about after.
Oh,
Come on, Pa, can't we go no faster?
All right. Up there! Get up! Up there! I was talking to John Gunderson.
the school teacher?
Mm-hmm. He's got a draw this year.
It's only right. Second year in town.
I told him I was thinking of packing and moving out.
Bill Hutchinson, you crazy?
I told him I was going to pack the wagon and tie the stock onto the end of it and just move out.
You mean just leave the farm?
That's right. I was going to do it before lottery day this year.
That's crazy, Bill. Where would you settle? Why, your folks have farmed that ground since heaven knows when.
I know. I was just going to move out. We were just going to move out. It's too late now.
Oh, Bill, you talk the same way every year. No sense to
No.
it.
There is no sense to it.
A woman sees things like this different, clearer. You just don't think about it, that's all. You come in for the lottery, then you go to Summers and buy something nice and talk to folks. Why don't you look at it that way, Bill?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. School teacher agreed with me, though.
Go on! Get up! That's the way, Pa! Hurry up, we'll miss all the fun!
Soon the men began to gather, standing around smoking, looking at the kids talking about planting, rain, tractors, taxes, you know. Dickie Delacroix and a couple of kids had made a great big pile of stones in one corner of the square, and they were playing King of the Hill. The men stood together, away from the pile of stones, watching. Their jokes were quiet, and they smiled rather than laughed.
They're nice-looking folks, aren't they, John?
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, you don't see them all together except on lottery day. Of course, there's Sunday in church, but some go to the Congregationalists and some go to the Baptists, and the Dunbars there, they don't go nowhere.
Morning, Mr. Summers.
Morning, Tessie. I got those patterns in.
I'll be over right after.
Well, it's the day.
Yeah. You gonna draw?
I've got to. That's the rules.
You said you wouldn't. You sat there in the post office and said to me that you wouldn't.
I know, but I'd have to leave town and it needs to get another school this late.
Well, anyways, you only draw for yourself. Tess keeps talking about after, so it's me to sweating. Keeps talking about buying a pattern up to the summer store after. Short-waisted, she said.
Yeah, I suppose you get used to it. I suppose if you've always had it, you don't think about it.
I don't. I lived in this village all my life. I don't get used to it.
Pa, can I stay with Dickie Delacroix? Can I stay with him?
No, you gotta stay with the family, Davy.
Pa, the other kid's got all the stones. Can I stay with him?
Davy, I said, Davy! Come back here, David! Davy! Look at that. He's having fun. All them kids, they're having fun. Why? That's what I want to know. Why?
You're a farmer. You know the answer.
You told me you couldn't find anything in the book says it has to be. It stands to reason you'd find it in the books, don't it?
It's in my part of the country, Hutchinson. I don't make the rules.
Well, don't it stand to reason you could try to find out the truth? That's all I say.
No, you can't argue with the folks about the lottery. I've tried.
No. You can't argue with folks. Well, anyways, it's a nice day for it.
It ain't right. I've been telling them year after year, it ain't right.
Now, grandsire, take it easy.
No, you listen to me, Floyd Summers. I'm the oldest man in the village. 77 years I've been in the lottery. 77 years.
Yeah, well, I know that, Mr. Warner, but...
No, don't butt me. No, sir, don't butt me, boy. I know what's right about the lottery. There ought to be chips of wood. One chip with the name of every family, all in the big black box.
Oh, the big black box. We can't do it that way, grandsire. You know that. The box ain't big enough.
Now, that's the way it was when I was a boy. Chips of wood. None of this here bitty pieces of paper. Paper, huh? What kind of lottery you expect to have with paper?
Well, there's too many folks in town now for wood anymore.
Nobody pays any mind to the old ways. There ought to be marching, too. I remember marching and somebody sort of chanting like, That's what they're up to be on lottery day.
Ah, well, that was a long time ago, Pop. Nobody remembers that no
Yeah,
more.
well, that's the trouble. Nobody remember nothing. Now you take that black box, I'm telling you.
It's cracking. The box is cracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ought to make a new one.
A new one? Listen to him, a new box. Well, they used that box in my father's time for the lottery, and he told me it's made from pieces of wood in his grandfather's time. Now, you're supposed to be in charge of that box, boy. Why, I saw it last year lying in Graves' barn. And this year it sat right on the shelf in your store. Now, is that any way to take care of the box? They don't run the lottery the way they used to. Yeah, I've been in it 77 years, and I ought to know.
Tessie. Tessie, come here.
What is it, Bill?
Where's Davy?
Playing with the other children there by the stove.
Get him over here.
Why?
We're hitching up, we're getting out.
Oh, we've got to wait for the drum and we can't go now.
I said, we're going now.
Oh, Bill, don't be silly. First place, we came all the way to the village for the lottery. Second place, Summers won't be open until after, and I want to get those patterns.
After. Don't you understand? After. Suppose.
Bill, I'm surprised at you. Why nobody else acts this way. You just got to take it as it comes. You're a farmer, you know that.
What has that got to do with it?
Well, you didn't take on when the hog died of cholera before killing time. You just went on.
But that's different. I mean, it just happened. You can't help it if stock gets sick.
See, that's what I mean.
You won't go?
No, I won't. Neither will you. I don't get to the village often, and lottery day is one time. I can see all the other women and talk. I'm not going back till it's all over and supper time. Oh, goodness, Bill. You'd think it was something unusual. Lottery comes every year. Always has.
The lottery was conducted, as were the square dances, the teenage club, and the Halloween program by Mr. Summers, who had time and energy to devote to civic affairs. He was a round-faced, jovial man, and the people were sorry for him because he had no children and his wife was a scold. He was busy in the middle of the square with a little black box, setting it up and balancing it on a three-legged stool.
One of you folks want to give me a hand with the box? Mr. Martin.
We're all right, Floyd.
Here, now just hold it on that corner steady there. Now, we're gonna do this fair and square, just like always. Now, last night, up to the coal company office, Mrs. Graves and I, we made up these slips of paper.
That ought to be chips of wood. What kind of piddling lottery can you have with slips of paper?
Now, grandsire, don't you interrupt Mr. Summers.
Now, they're all in the box here. Anybody wants to can haul them out, check them over. Time now for the swearing in. Mrs. Graves will administer the oath to me. I expect, as usual, we'll waive the election.
Election. Didn't used to be no election. Used to pass from father to son.
All right, all right. Do you, Floyd Summers, solemnly swear to carry out the duties of this lottery without fear, favor, or prejudice, bias, or any other untoward acts of omission or commission? So help you.
I do.
You tell him, Floyd.
Well, I expect now we're ready. We'll proceed as usual, drawn by family as according to the rules.
Wait a minute. You wait a minute, Floyd Summers.
Looks like another interruption. Good morning, Mrs. Martin.
How do you like that? Clean forgot what day it was. Hello, Tessie. I thought my old man was out back stacking wood. Then I looked out the window and the kids was gone and I remembered it was 27 and came a running. Did I miss anything?
Oh, you're in time. You're still talking away up there.
We was just beginning, Mrs. Martin. Now you just take your place with your family.
Hands still wet from the dishwater.
Well, now I guess we better get started. Let's get this over with so as we can all get back to work. Ain't everybody here? Well, now let's see. Now this ain't the drawing. We're just checking the list. Adams? Adams? Well, oh, glad to see you. Glad to see you. I missed you last Saturday.
I guess you made it all after all, didn't you? Hi, Mrs. Martin.
Well, now, Tessie, between you and me, I knew it was lottery day. But you wouldn't have me leave the dishes in the sink now, would you?
Dunbar? Dunbar?
Hey, where's Dunbar?
Dunbar, come on.
Well, who draws for Dunbar? Oh, well, Clyde broke his leg, didn't he? So who's drawing for him?
Well, I guess I draw.
Oh, that's right, that's the rule. Wife draws for husband. Except you got a grown boy to do it for you, haven't you, Janie?
Well, Horace is not yet but 16. Guess I gotta fill in for the old man this year.
All right, I got that checked. Watson boy. Drawing this year? There you are, Charlie. Good to see you. Good to see your mother's got a man to do it. I suppose old man Warner's here?
You know darn well I'm here, Floyd Summers. I was just talking to you. I ain't missed a lottery in 77 years.
All right, Ben, sorry, I was just joking. Well, that gets the list straight, and all the rest are straight families. Unless anybody's got anything to add, we're ready for the drawing. And now then, Adams. Oh, hi, Steve. Just draw anyone. Don't look at it till after. Next is Adam's son. Right, that does it. Anderson.
Seems like they changed the order of drawing, don't it, Tessie?
Oh, no, that's the way it's always been.
Seems like there's just no time at all between lotteries anymore. Seems like we got through with the last one only last week. I declare the way time flies.
Time sure goes fast.
Dunbar.
That's you, Janet.
Well, if you ladies will excuse me.
Come on, Janie, you're holding us up.
There she goes.
I'm coming.
Folks shouldn't hold out the lottery. It takes up a perfectly good morning as it is. Last year, I didn't have time for half the things I meant to do in town.
You're right, Tessie. My old man says he don't like lottery day 'cause I always run the bill up at summer sky high.
John Gunderson?
There goes the schoolmaster.
I'm not gonna draw, Mr. Summers.
Now, John, you know the rules. This is your second year in the village.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna draw.
Everybody draws in the lottery. What makes you better, schoolmaster?
I don't believe it.
Now, that isn't the point, John, and you know it.
Listen to him. He don't believe in the lottery. You hear that?
Yeah, now take it easy, grandson.
Well, we always have the lottery. Everybody know that. Always have and always will.
Over in the North Village, they're talking of giving up the lottery.
Crazy pack of fools up in the North Village. Listen to this idiot. Nothing's good enough for him. Next thing you know, we'll be wanting to go back to living in caves. Nobody work anymore. I'll try living like that for a while.
They don't have the lottery up where I come from. They stopped it years ago.
Yeah, well, maybe so, but we ain't fools. Not here. Used to be a saying, lottery in June, corn'll grow soon. You listen to him with his books and his ciphering, first thing you know, we'll all be eating stewed chickweed and acorns.
You're right, grandson.
Yeah, sure, I'm right. There's always been a lottery. Bad enough it ain't what it used to be with Floyd Summers up there joking and all, but there's always been a lottery.
But why? Why? I tell you, they stopped it up north. More villages every year, and the corn grows just as high.
Nothing but trouble in that pack of fools.
Now, You ain't no farmer. Old man Warner's right.
Yes, sir. Lottery in June, corn will grow soon. That's the way it's always been.
You can't get around that. Lottery in
But
June.
nobody knows. You have never tried. You just go on and on every year the same way.
Yeah, you're darn tootin'. And we're gonna go on just like we always done. What do you call it? A young outsider got to talk that way on Lottery Day. That's what I'd like to know. 77 years I've been coming to Lottery
But
Day.
can't you see there's no reason for it? No reason. Year after year, for generations, on June 27th, if you'd only think, if you'd only try, if you were willing to use reason instead of blind obedience to a crazy outworn tradition.
Yeah, I can't listen to no more of this.
Oh, okay, that'll be about enough now. You spoke your piece, Martin. Now, we better get down to business. Rule says, anybody balks, the committee draws form. Now, ain't that right, folks? Now, I'm gonna call you again, regular and proper. If you stand mute, we'll go right on and draw for you. Now, which is it?
All right, all right, all right.
All right, fine, fine. Now, let's get on. Hutchinson. Bill Hutchinson?
Get on up there, Bill.
There goes your man, Tessie.
Imagine that schoolmaster making such a fuss. He's no better than the rest. Everybody draws on lottery day.
All right, sir. Now, last one. Warner?
Yes, sir, I'm right here.
All right, grandsire. Now take it easy. There's no rush.
This makes the 77th year I've been in the lottery. Yes, sir. 77 times.
Draw your slip. Now. All right, it's all done. Mr. Martin, close the box.
Who's got it? What family?
I ain't got it.
Grandsire, let me see your paper. Let me see
You
it.
let go of my hand, you hear? I can take care of myself.
Oh, for goodness sake, what family is it? Who's got it?
Ma? Ma, is it us? Is it us, Ma?
All right. All right. All right, folks. Now let's do this orderly. Come on now, come on. Now what family's got the black slip?
It's the Hutchinsons. There, look, Bill Hutchinson's got it.
Peggy, go run tell your father the Hutchinsons. Go on, run.
It isn't fair! It isn't fair! Floyd Summers, I saw ya! You didn't give him time to take the slip he wanted. I saw ya! It wasn't fair!
Now, Tessie, be a good sport. All of us took the same chance.
It isn't fair! I tell ya, it isn't fair!
Shut up, Tessie.
Well, now that was done pretty fast, I said. Just 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Oh, now we gotta be hurrying a little more to get this done before noon.
It wasn't fair!
Now, Bill, let's see. You draw for the Hutchinson family, don't you? You got any other households in the Hutchinsons?
There's Don and Eva. Make them take their chance. Make them draw!
Now, Tessie, Eva's your daughter. But she's married now. Daughter draw with the husband's family. You know that as well as anyone else.
It wasn't fair!
I guess that's it, Floyd. My daughter draws with her husband's family. That's only fair, so I guess that's just us, Davy, Tessie, and me.
All right, now. Now, as far as drawing for families is concerned, it's you. And as far as drawing for households is concerned, that's you too, right?
That's right.
All right, Flood, I got all 3 of the tickets back from the Hutchinsons. They're back in the box.
All right, well, we're okay. We're all set now.
I think we ought to start over.
Now, Tessie.
I tell you, it wasn't fair. He didn't give him time enough to choose. Everybody saw that.
We'll have to get on now. Are you ready, Bill?
Listen, everybody, listen. You've got to listen. It wasn't fair.
Oh,
You guys
Tessie, please.
see?
I'm okay. I'm ready.
Oh, Bill.
Davy picks first. Then you. Then Tessie. Now, you got that? Davy?
Yes, sir.
Davy, come here.
Show, Pa.
It wasn't fair. Look, you can see that. They didn't give him time.
Now, don't make a fuss, Tessie. It ain't fitting.
All right now, Bill. You take the slips Keep them folded till everybody picks. Come on, Davy. Now, I want you to pick a piece of paper out of this box and hold it tight. You understand?
Show, Mr. Summers.
All right, now pick now. No, just one, Davy.
I got one.
Okay. Good. Now you better hold on to it for a moment.
Yeah, all right, Bill. One paper. That's right. Now, Tessie.
Oh, no, it wasn't fair!
Tessie, you gotta draw.
Come on, Tessie. Come on.
All right, all right.
I hope it ain't the child. Don't seem right.
Yeah, it's not the way it used to be, I tell you. It ought to be chips of wood. The lottery ain't like it used to be. People ain't like they used to be.
All right, quiet now, folks. Come on, Davy, open your paper.
But there's nothing in it.
Well,
Oh, Bill?
mine's blank too.
Well, I guess it's Tessie.
Oh, no, no!
Show us the paper, Bill. Come on, that's the rules. That's the rules.
Tessie, open your hand.
No, no!
Come on, Tessie. Open your hand. Open your hand, Tessie.
Yeah. Tessie, all right.
Ma, I'm gonna go whip out a pile of stones, all right?
All right, folks, let's do this quickly now.
No, no, no! It isn't fair! Oh, Bill!
Too late, Tessie. There's nothing I can do.
Come on, Dickie, we better get a good stone before they're all gone. Come on, hurry up, she'll be running soon.
It wasn't fair! There wasn't time! Oh, Bill!
You heard
Please!
him, Tessie.
Bill!
Lottery in June, Cornell Grocery.
It isn't true! It isn't true!
Ma, here's a stone for you. Here, Ma.
Oh, that's a nice boy, Dickie. What a nice big stone. Well, you'll have to go ahead and I'll catch up with you. Can't run it all with arthritis in my knees. There's Davy. Davy, come here.
Yes, ma'am?
Now, here's a little stone for you. Take it.
Oh, sure.
Now, you come along with me, Davy.
Sure, I don't want to miss the fun. We got to run after Ma now, huh?
That's right, Davy. Come on.
It isn't fair! Listen, everybody! They didn't give him time! It wasn't fair!
All right, come on, everybody.
Come on, Davy.
At
Throw your
this.
stone. Go on, throw your stone.
It isn't fair! It isn't right! Oh, Bill, you can't let them, not me, it can't be me, oh, it wasn't fair! They can't do it to me! Agnes, Emily, you can't let them, it's not, oh, you can't really, not me!
Go on, Davy. Now, throw your stone.
No, not the stones! It isn't right! Oh, Davy, my own baby, don't!
Here, Ma.
It was all over by noon. The sun was hot on the square, and the men stood around the blacksmith shop, smoking and talking about planting and tractors and taxes. And the women gathered in summers and bought yard goods and patterns and notions. The little children played in the dust, throwing pebbles at each other. The lottery was over for this year. Lottery in June, corn will grow soon. Next year, next June 27th, well, maybe we'll learn. Maybe there'll be no lottery. Maybe we'll begin to reason, to find truth. Maybe we'll find out we don't have to pick out folks in the lottery just because our fathers and their fathers did it, because it was always that way. Maybe next year there won't be a lottery. It's up to all of us now. Chances are, though, there will be.
The next one's even bloodier and more spine-tingling.
No, it is not.
Okay, we're gonna leave on a happy note. Success story. Oh, I do want to mention that was the 1949 radio script of the lottery that we adapted. Took some work to get 4 voices to fill in an entire village. Yeah, right. tell you enough how happy I am with this cast. Tell you, really take this on the road. Success Story has no author credited. It does come from a